Hey, this is Don Kryptonium, one and only. And who could cover the greatest DAO on earth better than one and only Don Kryptonium, the greatest crypto influencer on earth. So yes, today we are going to talk about Manta DAO, but before we get to this, remember the like button must be clicked on before we start this video, and let's proceed to talking about Manta. Many people still don't know what is Manta. There is a lot of talks. You can buy the token Manta and the token goes up, okay? But let's have a look what they are building and also explain to you why you should use actually Manta when swapping tokens on Kujira. Okay, so as I already said, the Manta exists in the Kujira ecosystem that grows rapidly. The TVL is growing, and we already know that soon we are going to have perpetuals on Kujira. Kujira so far didn't really have the proper interface similar to Osmosis for swapping tokens, and Manta is coming with the solution. Manta also released their own token to manage that DAO and distribute the revenues, the platform revenues, to its stakers. The difference with the other DAOs that were created in Cosmos ecosystem, because let's remember, we had a lot of DAOs in the Cosmos ecosystem and all of them were mismanaged. A lot of them went to zero, and Manta is taking different approach. Manta seems to be DAO. I don't know the people. I actually know one person from the Manta. Manta seems to be taking approach of sustainability, financial sustainability, instead of high issuance, low issuance, instead of incentivizing the shitty pools in the ecosystem and the shit coins. Let's bond it with high quality tokens and incentivize strategic pools. While the revenues from these pools, let's bring it back to the Manta token, right? So more preserving value approach. So we are going to look into this, and I'm very impressed, because if you look back few months ago, Manta had no liquidity. We can look into, let's look in the Kujira and the pools on Kujira, because Kujira has few different products, and the basic one are AMM pools, which are used by Manta DAO for the interface. So if you go to all of the pools and you check the pools with the largest liquidity, you can see that Manta bonded with Kuji has $700,000 in liquidity, 2% from the APR fees, but Kuji is non-dilutive, right? So Kuji doesn't have high inflation and also is doing quite well in this market. So that's the largest pool of Manta. If you look below, Stars versus Manta, a lot of people were not happy in the Stars community, and now this pool is actually preserving a lot value of Stargaze, because as Manta is going up and Stargaze is going down, without Manta it would actually lose more. Then you have Wrapped Bitcoin with Manta, 250,000 in liquidity. With stable coins, Manta Axelar USDC, Manta USK, some Manta, also Manta, Wrapped STETH, Staked Atom, and other high quality pools. I believe there is also Yield Ethereum. So Manta is not bonded with everything everywhere just to squeeze a lot of the value from this, but the treasury of the Manta is used for those strategic partnerships, bonding this to high quality assets to ensure the deep liquidity with different tokens, so you can have the root between these different tokens within the ecosystem and also with the Manta. And as people swap one token to another, and obviously it might go through the Manta because Manta has that deepest liquidity, as it swaps, Manta occurs the fees, and that fees are paid back to the stakers to members of the DAO, the stakers of the DAO, right? So this is quite clever approach, and Manta is not being diluted via those other highly dilutive tokens, because all of the pairs are with the tokens that don't have that much of the dilution. So I'm impressed because really, as I said before, Well, there is also Osmo Manta, and with small liquidity, but Manta actually preserving Osmo here, because its price performance is better. So if you want to swap Osmo to, let's say, Kujira, quite likely it will go via Manta, and it will get some of the fees. Okay, so I hope this explanation made it clear, and this is why I like the strategy of the Manta. So now I'm going to show you how to actually use Manta platform, and as with any other Cosmos blockchain, you can deposit funds to Kujira chain. So you can do it simply by using the bridge. So it's pretty easy to use. You choose the blockchain where from you want to bridge it. So if that's a Cosmos hub, you can deposit some of the atoms. I have some issue right now. There might be some issue with the transfers between Kujira or Cosmos. I couldn't make the transfer, but that's how essentially you do it. And I know it sucks when I cannot do it in the video in the particular moment. That might be my side, but I have some assets on the Kujira blockchains. I have some of the USDC. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap some of that USDC that I have, $160 worth of USDC, into Manta, and this is the amount of Manta I should receive. You can see the details, right? So minimum received for 493 Manta, and the max slippage, right? And the exchange fee. This is the exchange fee, which I assume I know where it's going to go. Okay, so let's swap. So let's approve the transaction. So as you see on the name, it says the world's greatest DAO, and hopefully it will achieve absolute number one. So now we're swapping into Manta. And as the beginner, what you can do with the Manta. So first of all, you can obviously go to DAO and stake it, right? So because they have the reward distribution, and I didn't stake my Manta, so I don't have anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to DAO, okay, and I'm going to stake some of the Manta. So I have this one. I received more than I thought, and I'm going to stake everything. So it will log the tokens for 21 days. Maybe less would be okay, but we have some of the details here. So this is the staking APR, Manta price, market cap is below $4 million, and this is the current circulating supply of the Manta DAO. What with the rest of the supply? As I said, the rest of the supply is used strategically to bond with the other assets, increase liquidity and stability of the price. Okay, you see the treasury that they have. So we can go with everything, and you can see all the treasury that Manta has within. So the Manta token itself, we can exclude that if you don't like counting the Manta token, but the treasury is deep in the liquidity pool, so that's the full treasury of the Manta. The other thing beyond the staking, what you can do with the Manta tokens, of course, you can borrow USK against that in Ghost on Kujira. So you go to borrow, right? And I could choose Manta. And well, maybe I need to refresh that page. And you can obviously, borrow the certain amount of USK against Manta. So that would be roughly $80. I want to be passive. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just stake my Manta. So this is the amount of Manta I want to stake. And as I stake it, I will be earning the rewards, the platform fees that Manta occur. And I will be using Manta because also Manta delivers you the best prices when it comes to the Kujira ecosystem, and I assume that exchange, the Manta and other products that they will deliver is going to grow, considering the liquidity of Kujira growing rapidly, and that is also thanks to Manta. So as you can see, I have my staked Manta, and now I will be just waiting for the rewards, I guess, that I will have to do. So my DAO staking rewards, and let's see. Seems I might create some vaults as well, I guess, if I have it, right? As I said, I'm just discovering. So with that, Don Cryptonium's out. Till the next time.